Welcome back, guys, to Trails Through Daybreak, where with Chapter 3 having just begun, our sweep heading through Station Street and into the Tyrell District next with another quest awaiting us there. Our guys have been stuck here, queuing on the street for a whole week. They'll never be able to move, though to be honest, it's just the next episode, so it's minutes if you just clicked on from the previous one, if you know what I mean. Stream-wise, a whole week we've been queuing up. They're busting for the loo. They didn't realize that this isn't the queue for it as we now continue on. So let's get talking. Let's get sweeping. We still got some free time to do. And we've got the 114 SPG to pick up. But our next location, as we finish off Station Street,
place never changes.
Is the place that never changes. Weston.
I don't know.
This person doesn't know. My hubby won't be coming home quite yet. It's been boring not having him to talk to. I know some wives like indulging themselves in secret while their husbands are away, but I don't know. What? I don't see a reason why I'd have to hide from him. He's always been so generous with me after all, and it's not like I'm doing anything wrong. Oh, he's so sweet and kind, I can imagine some sly woman trying to take advantage of him while he's away, so both are indulging themselves. I really appreciate my husband allowing me to overextend myself a little and indulge here and there. He always notices when I do, too. He'll note when I use high-quality ingredients in my food and commends me quite often on the variety. Not to mention he never fails to mention when I'm wearing designer clothes and will compliment even the smallest things. I don't indulge for him to notice, but it does feel nice. Okay.
Thank you for visiting the West.
Well, their relationship is their relationship. It's fine.
Our stores have
some new imports from the Central East came in today, so be sure to take a look. When people think Central East, they picture barren deserts, but they have some wonderful local specialties, spices and fruits to name a few. Alzheimer's cocoa and coffee are really popular and widely renowned for their quality. That place we might be heading to soon. People are slowly growing more familiar with Central Eastern spices of late, and it's been great for implementing some variety in our cuisine. Administrator Wesley's been gone for a while. He said he was going to check up on another store, but he's not back yet. Hope he's doing well. Competition between smaller businesses has been heating up lately. It surely weighs on his mind.
I'm proud of all my wares.
Alright, we've already got the Soul Chef cookie. And the acerbic tomato cookie too.
It's been a pleasure.
God, the tannoy, every time. Heard the capital is now home to Longport's prodigy. Also heard he's got this new job at Arkride Solutions too. Savan, how's Aaron doing? You caught on to that pretty quick. Wonder where you get your info from. No one special. My sister got in touch with me for the first time in a while. She told me about what happened over in Longport. A real tragedy. Just happy that Aaron's doing fine.
Thank you for visiting the Weston department store.
Fine.
Our stores
that guy's probably got a lot to sort through, and it's going to take more than, 2 weeks it's been?
We hope you enjoy shopping with us.
My sister told me all about what happened in Longport. All in all, I'm just glad the worst case scenario didn't come to pass. Not even the police or the guild know exactly what happened or why. Whatever. I'm not from Longport anymore. I should probably let go and stop poking my nose in where I'm not needed.
Does anything catch your eye?
You were walking around with Aaron for the sweep? Yeah, Aaron now seems the better choice now that I couldn't bump into a certain someone. And instantly Ferry's like, you said Aaron's a better choice?
Weston department store.
Timing again. Now that I think about it, I heard that old lady I see here all the time has a really loaded husband. Maybe she's willing to share her knowledge with me.
Hope you enjoy shopping.
That way I can also get married to a rich man. Does he have a brother? Or sister, doesn't matter. Arms manufacturers have been popping up pretty much out of nowhere the past few years. That includes Marduk and Zex Arms. With the army upgrading all their weaponry over the course of the past few years, it's a pretty exciting time to be in the arms industry. Rumor has it that Vern's subsidiaries are working on developing weapons that take advantage of Zypher technology too. I'm just following in my granddad's footsteps, but even my interest is piqued with that.
I take pride in all my merch.
Have a wide variety of fine goods for
Right, we don't have new gears to buy. Not yet, anyway.
Hope you enjoy shopping with us.
I mean, the white grip seems pretty good. I got 24k in cash. Vanguard is the same. So it's critical rate over accuracy. Somehow I feel like accuracy is more valuable to me, I will admit. But that's a lot of people to buy white grips for.
Thank you for visiting the Weston department store.
And I may just get one anyway, you know what I mean?
Our stores have a wide variety of.
To be honest, you've got art damage is what matters more for you, but I won't lower my defense by 60 to have it. Yes, I
I'll
prefer
get more
hitting.
good stuff in stock soon.
You don't do any damage if you don't hit, correct? How bothersome. Counterfeit designer goods have been resurfacing in the market as of late. They have always been quite the hassle to deal with. They recently started resorting to tactics like slight alteration to logos. Definitely lands them in more of a grey area.
Thank you for visiting.
They can't
the
claim to be
Western
complete
department store.
copies, but their mere existence can affect the sales and reputation of the genuine
Our
articles.
stores have a wide variety of fine goods for sale.
On top of the capital, Farbad and Lomport have been facing challenges regarding
We
these
hope
counterfeit
you enjoy
items.
shopping with us.
I don't think it's related with the counterfeit designer goods issue that were had abroad, at least. But I still would rather not see these sort of items become commonplace. Should probably check there for items too, but
Alright.
gotta check this after all. Oh yeah, this area isn't finished yet. When will it be finished? Is it going to be the case like on top of the department store for
Thank you for
Crossbell,
visiting the Western
where it's not
department store.
finished until like the second game?
Welcome. Thank
Our
you for
stores
coming.
have a wide variety of fine goods
Feels
for
like that's the
sale.
way it's going. Oh, nothing new here?
We
doesn't
hope
look
you
it.
enjoy
We
shopping
await
with
your
us.
next visit.
Right, that finishes off Central Street T Station. Oh my god, I went back to Crossbow then. Station Street, there we go. Station Street was tiny in Crossbow after all.
Sober curious.
This would mean Central Square. Right, we've done 4 out of 5. Tyrell District next.
Heading to the objective.
Heading to the objective. Do we sweep or try to take on this quest that's over here first? Let's go straight to the quest and then sweep.
A droplet of paradise.
Did you see?
Start with a little bit of action now that we finished that zone.
What have we got?
Looks like we got a 4 SPG. My boyfriend has been missing for nearly a month now. Could you help me look for him? I'll be waiting at the rest area next to Brother's Music Shop. Only a month later did you report it. You didn't start worrying a little bit sooner? Okay, the scent's gone. Means all the boards have been checked. So we got 3 tasks to take care of today, huh? Alright, we met our quota for the day. We can take care of the other job if we want, but it ain't mandatory. No, it's mandatory. It's Trails. Stop saying these blatant lies.
Hey!
What? He went to the toilet and then a month later I noticed he's missing. Excuse me, are you Amy? We're from Arkride Solutions. Did you need our help with something? Oh yes, I do. Thank you guys for coming. I can't believe you're actually real. Not to be rude, but do you mind if I get straight to business and explain what I need? Not at all. Let's get down to it. You wrote that you want us to find your missing boyfriend, didn't you? Could you tell us about what happened leading up to his disappearance? Sure, so my boyfriend's name is Mark. We've been going out for 4 years now. And you took a month? Things have been great between us, except he's in a gang. Oh, not the gangs in Limeport. They've had him do shady jobs and all kinds of bad things since he joined, from what I can tell. That's why when I knew he was missing, I couldn't turn to the police. Oh, so that's why you contacted us. I get it now. Yes, exactly. But I should make something clear about Mark. He might be in a gang, but deep down, he's such a reasonable, honest guy. Really? Totally. Once we started dating, he promised me he would get his act together and change his ways. I was even thinking about marrying him in the future. And a month ago, he told me that he was finally going to leave the gang for good. That's the last I ever heard from him. I haven't seen hide nor hair of him since. So he vanished right as he was about to pull out, huh? That's some timing. Any number of things could have happened, but it all definitely raises some eyebrows. You know, the name of the gang he belongs to, by any chance? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's called Desire or something along those lines. That's all I really know. He never went into any more detail beyond the name when we talked. Does that ring any bells, Van? Oh yeah, I've heard that name come up here and there recently. Can't say I know all that much about them myself, though. If we decide to search for this guy, we'll have to see what we can learn about them first. I tried as much as I could to look into it, but I couldn't figure out where Mark went. You guys are the only hope I have now. Please, is there any way you could possibly help? I mean, we will. It's Grey in law, supposedly. Sure, I don't see why not. Consider us on board. Oh, thank you. You don't know how much that means to me. Don't go thanking us just yet. We haven't even gotten started. Let's review what we know and then figure out our plan of attack. Basically, our man Mark was determined to get out of Desire so we could live clean. But after making that intention clear, he's been incommunicado for a month, which brings us to today. He could have gotten into some kind of trouble once he actually tried to leave. That's what I think. Maybe we should try searching for someone who knows about the gang and ask if they know what happened to him. What do you think, Van? You read my mind. Yeah, I know just the person we should hit up. We're talking about a gangster here, then chances are good he's had his fair share of weapons business to take care of from time to time. Might want to stop by the gun shop and the department store over on Station Street and have a talk with the shopkeeper. Wow, you guys are already so on top of things. I'm so glad I decided to reach out to you. Well, thanks for helping me find Mark. I'll leave it in your capable hands to figure out things now. You can always count on us professionals. We'll contact you again once we have more information about him. Till then, sit tight.
Commencing mission.
A lost lover. The real issue with this quest is the fact that in the past, I know it's weird to say, Ember, thanks for the follow there, we were being quite assured that we'd find this person alive.
Discover
But
the
lately,
inebriating world of show business in
I think the percentage is
Sober Curious.
50-50 at best. I don't know.
Off we go.
Has your boyfriend been squished?
Thank
Let me
for
ask you
visiting
something.
The Weston Department's.
Welcome. Oh, if it ain't Van, what can I do for you today? I'm here on a job. Wanted to ask you a question. You ever heard of a delinquent group going by the name Desire? Maybe it's Desiree, I don't know. Maybe they pronounce it differently. Oh yeah, nasty bunch, a lot of them, and ain't got a lick of scruples. They'll even take jobs from A. Violence, blackmail, you name it. Their leader's supposed to be pretty smart too. Got it. Sounds like a load of trouble, to be honest. That leader and one of his goons came here about a month ago. Bought 2 large caliber orbital guns and left. I'd rather not sell our goods to folks like those, but business is business. Did you say a month ago? Do you remember what the other guy with him was called? I think I do. Mark, if memory serves me well. So wait, how long have we actually been playing for? Was it a month ago when the things happened at the very start of the game or not? Just haven't followed the time frames exactly. Probably not far off. Jackpot, we finally found him. Anything else you can recall? Remember him talking about Mark taking on this big job so he could split from the team. Guns they got were the real deal. Heavy stuff, bigger and meaner than anything a common gangster should be hauling around. Mark was a ball of nerves when I handed them to him. So we're dealing with a gangster taking on a big enough job that he needs to bust out the big guns for it. All so we could leave him. I have a bad feeling about this. That's all I remember. If you need any more info on Mark, maybe get it straight from the horse's mouth and just ask someone from Desire directly. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. Can you point me as someone in particular? Sure can. You know Eddie, the son of the Newberry General Store's owner? He's part of their gang. Alright, heard he was going through a bit of a rebellious phase lately. We just saw him arguing with his mum back at their shop. I never thought he'd ended up in Desire though. Weird. Hopefully he's still there. Let's go see. Let's get going. To Old Town. Thanks for the help. Don't mention it. Actually, I have something else for you. Heard this story through the Orbital net recently. Took a while to reach my ears. Something about these Jaeger corps that got wiped out right in the outskirts of Balm? You hear about it? That's not a name you hear often. Balm's up in the northeast, right? First I've heard of it. How come you're telling us this? Rumor has it that those Jaeger corps were hired by someone outside the country. Most people speculate the carnage might have been A's doing. It's got potential to mess with my weapon supply routes, so I was hoping you'd heard something. Afraid not, sorry, but I'll keep you in the know if I do hear anything. Might be something to keep in mind. We're just going to ask people about Mark. Wait, do I have 4 SPGs now?
Thank you for visiting.
This place never
I thought I had 1 before. I thought the one was marking what ones I could pick up. I'm guessing the main quest is 1 too, isn't it? Yeah. That makes sense. Never mind. Don't mind me. I'm going to go to... I'll just go to the subway entrance.
Heading to the objective.
That's a safe distance away from us walking accidentally into the right location to progress the story. I knew it was going to be in the general store over there, but still. I've got to go to the garage, do I?
Oh, why hello.
Oh, look. The guy with a badged leather jacket and everything. Is that the Desire sign, Eddie?
Can we talk?
Come on, it's just 5,000 mirror. You can lend me that much. Call it my wage for helping around the store. Again with that nonsense. I wouldn't call doing something for a few minutes before flaking out helping at all. Sorry to interrupt. I know you're in the middle of something, but do you think we could talk? Oh, sorry, Van. Didn't mean for you to see that. What can I do for you? Back off, asshole. Can't you see me and the old lady are having an important conversation right now? Hey, that's no way to talk to a customer. And what are you going to do about that? Just like that, they're back at it. Whoa, chill out, folks. We want to talk to Eddie, actually. Can you give us a sec? What, me? What do you want? If it's him you're after, take your conversation outside. He'll scare away business if he's inside much longer. I've seen you guys around the shop before. What do you want? This is strictly business. We're investigating something for a client. What can you tell us about a guy named Mark? Rolls in the same gang as you, right? Desire? That guy. Why should I tell you anything? I don't know you people. We're asking around for Mark's girlfriend. She hasn't heard from him in a while and she's really worried. Could you please help? Oh, so that's what's going on. Alright. I can see why you'd want to put her mind at ease. It'd suck if they bumped into each other one day and she had no idea what's been going on. You just want to talk, yeah? Nothing more? That wasn't hard. Yeah, that's all we need. Whatever you know. Anything helps. Well, I don't got much for you. Mark has to be cut loose from the gang a while back. They let him go. Haven't heard much from him since. Been quiet. Then he's out of the gang already. That's right, and I don't think it was out of the blue or nothing. They'd apparently been thinking about it for a while. About a month ago, our boss agreed to let him go, on one condition. Alright, we're getting somewhere. What condition? As I hear it, we just got a big job from Armada. They had some beef with this other group that's been hiring Jaegers or something. Mark was supposed to infiltrate their base and get some intel on them. Okay. Did they actually just send in a single scout on an infiltration and recon job? Yeah, I guess. Something along those lines. Not the kind of gig you'd expect to make it back alive from, that's for sure. But he's out now, so something must have gone right, yeah? That's what you heard? Something like that. Looks like the crazy bastard pulled it off. Can't imagine shit was easy, though. The Jaegers are in Balm, and that's a long ways away. Balm? I think I remember hearing that name back at the gun shop. This is getting really complicated. We ain't sure yet. We've got no hard evidence on it. While you're here, can you think of anyone else that might know what's going on with Mark? Yeah, I know a guy. Mark always talked about his childhood friend of his, named Simon, I think. If I'm remembering correctly, he said Simon's the basketball team captain over at Sidon. Must be nice having a cool friend like that. I'm going to pull off something real badass one of these days, and then all the senior members will finally want to hang out with me. Then our next stop's the Sidon District. Thanks for that. Oh, you won. Yeah, whatever. Don't go wasting that info, okay? Okay. He was randomly successful, and then those guys got...
Why not take some flowers with you?
Wiped out. The squad that he spied on got wiped out.
Off we go.
Welcome to Erland, sir.
Oh, I'm so in love with this
Her
brand.
voice does not fit the character model. Welcome to Erland, sir.
Today's news briefing comes to us straight from the Tyrell District.
Can we talk?
Grimcat did as they announced.
Heard some b-ball team from Sidon's been making waves lately. This guy looks like a team captain. Hey there, got time for a quick question? Yeah, what's up? We're from Arkride Solutions and we're working on an investigation right now. You know anything about a guy named Mark who hangs around with Desire? Mark, huh? Yeah, I know him. You looking into him? Yeah, we got a request from Mark's girlfriend. She said she wanted us to find him since she hasn't heard from him for over a month. Well, I understand you've been buzzed with him since you were kids. You got any ideas what he's been up to lately? Ah, so she ain't heard from him either. I kind of been expecting bad news, but man, he really went and screwed himself over, didn't he? Sounds like he knows something about what he's gotten himself into. Care to elaborate? Well, if Amy sent you, then I guess it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I figure you guys know what's best for him, right? So a month ago I got this letter from him, and it's weird because he never does that, ever. Said they gave him a job to sneak in some Jaeger camp outside of Balm City. Why? Dunno. He told me it was some kind of trial. They were going to have him go out there by himself and scout the enemy or something. I was afraid that was it. He sent me that message the night before he was supposed to go. You could tell he was shaking when he wrote it. He said, I don't know if I'm coming back from this one, man. What about Amy, too? If I don't make it home, tell her I ran off with some other girl. I don't want her grieving for me. Stupid son of a bitch. He didn't want her to grieve. He should have come back alive. Been with him since we were kids, and I couldn't help him when he needed it most. Friggin'... Sorry, just... I need a sec to cool off. It hurts, man. No problem. Take your time. I think we got the gist of this now. We got a foreign power that picked up some Jaegers to try and do something about you-know-who. And they responded by getting Desire to do some dirty work and rough up that same Jaeger squad for him. And Mark was the unlucky bastard they picked for the job. Then those Jaegers got raided and wiped out by A, right? It's like what Eddie said. Maybe Mark is still alive then. He might have gotten out safely and just hasn't told anyone about it. Maybe. It's possible, yeah. We just don't have enough info to go on as of yet. We should try to find that article Sylvie told us about. What does it say? I'll read it. Headline: Jaeger corps suddenly gunned down outside Balm City. According to local reports, a Jaeger formation outside Balm City suddenly and violently engaged with an unknown aggressor. However, both sides retreated without a trace afterward, leaving little evidence behind. Authorities did find the body of a young man not far from the scene of the incident. Forensic analysis indicated that the boy died 1 or 2 days before the incident is thought to have occurred. Authorities are investigating how the boy might have been connected to the battle, but so far they have been unable to identify him. And that's it. They didn't figure out who it was, but it sounds like it was Mark. Well, I guess Mark got the last laugh in the end. Those Jaegers got burned out there. He didn't come back for Amy, and I think that just about closes the case. You know, he did good for some boy in over his head. I guess that's it then. He's gone. Simon, so you heard just now? Yeah, just that bit at the end. I kind of already knew, but yeah. I had to know for sure, as his old friend. Yeah. But do I tell Amy, is the thing. I don't know what to do. What do you guys think? I made up that lie for you to tell her, right? Yeah, anything to keep her happy. This is gonna break her heart either way. Do I tell her the truth, or do I honor Mark's last request? We'll think on that for you. Once we loop back with her, we'll tell her what we think is right. Thanks, that'll be a weight off my shoulders. I gotta head out. Take care of Amy, yeah? So that wraps up our investigation. But now what do we tell Amy? Let me think on that for a bit. Not an easy decision to make. We've got time to think while we head over to her at least. Thank FST for the Twitch Prime sub there, but what do we do about the situation? Let it be known that he's straight up dead? Died trying to... Oh, that's my... Yeah. Okay. Straight up dead, trying to get out of the gang, which then she might blame on herself. Because he was trying to get out of the gang to be with her. Versus give her the lie and let all the damage fall on him.
Alrighty.
So it's essentially the choice between letting her blame herself or letting her hate him and move on from it that way. That's a complication for me. I just gotta feed my audio through properly at this point until I realize it's not going through, so you don't get audible alerts. Oh no! Yeah, I'm a bit stuck for that one. I mean, it was his last request to be known as a cheat. Pretty obvious what Van would do, though. Mark isn't his client. Yeah, but it's the man's dying wish, too.
Heading to the objective. All these shots are so nice.
The issue is, of course, though, about my professional integrity.
A droplet of paradise can intoxicate more than the sweetest.
If she does any investigation. Which after a month, it's unlikely that she actually is going to.
Hey, hey!
Oh man. I don't want you to blame yourself. That was fast. I didn't expect to see you guys again so soon. Does that mean you found some kind of lead on Mark? It's okay if it's nothing big. I'll take anything you have. I want to know. Well, unfortunately, we guessed the kind of pacing of the game correctly in the fact that the 50-50 death or life definitely landed on death again. About that. I know, I'm just trying to figure out how to put it. Give me a sec. I can either respect Amy's wishes here and give her the cold hard truth, or I can respect Mark's wishes and cover it up so she doesn't go on mourning him. Either way, she's not getting out of this conversation unscathed. No, it's her in two flavors. It's up to me to choose how this case ends. I have to decide what's ultimately best and stick with it. What do I tell her? Tell the truth or keep the letter and lie? I guess she might look into it more. I don't want to take her money and be a liar in that sense if she finds out that I'm not. Though I do think that Mark's last wishes should also be like kind of weirdly upheld, and it might be the better way for her to move on. I guess if it wasn't a professional setting, I'd probably keep the letter and lie, but because it's not, or because it is, I'm going to give it to her straight. She's the client after all. Well, a friend of Mark's gave us a letter that he wrote. You should read it first, then we'll tell you what happened to Mark. This handwriting is definitely his. It says he wrote this the night before he left for work. Oh god. After reading the letter, Amy was left in tears, at which point Van divulged what he read in the online news article. Mark sounded so confident that everything was going to be okay. I completely believed him. I knew it wasn't going to be easy for him to leave the gang, but why? Why did I tell him we could get married if he cut ties with him? And here comes the blaming oneself. If I hadn't said that, I'm sorry I had to see all that. I'm okay now. You're not okay. This is the start of a process. Thank you for delivering the letter to me and uncovering all of that. I'll be forever grateful to the two of you. Wish we had happy news to give you, but that's how it goes in this line of work sometimes. I mean, I'd waive the fee. Yes, I understand. Can I ask you for one more thing? What is it? Will you guys help me get revenge on Almata? Amy, I understand how you feel, but I'll do what I can. Whatever you ask, I'll give you as much money as you need. Just please, it can't end like this. Ooh, the vengeful route. If you're not just talking and are willing to put your money where your mouth is, then sure, I'll consider it. You will? You do that for me? Of course, money buys you lots of stuff from a Spriggan. But you really think that's the best way to honor your boyfriend's memory? You might not want to hear this, but now that you know as much as you do, you have a certain responsibility to carry out. I do. What are you talking about? Mark loved you so much, he tried to quit his gang so he could live legit with you. All he probably ever wanted was to lead a normal, happy life without dragging you into the underworld. He risked his life to make that happen and paid the price. Do you think going out and getting your hands dirty is going to bring any happiness? Even if you somehow got your revenge, he's still gone. Nothing you do can bring him back. Believe me, I know. I'm sorry, you're absolutely right. The last thing I want to do is disrespect his feelings. Yeah, I might have been a little presumptuous with what I said too. Could have worded that better. I'll keep my opinions to myself, Nihon. All I'll say is, you should really think carefully about how you want to proceed. Right. Thank you. That was really short-sighted of me to say that, so I'm going to sit down and really process my feelings after this. Anyway, I think I'm going to leave now. Thank you again, both of you. And take care.
Mission accomplished! Great job, you guys! Reward deposited!
Honestly, very much wondering Aaron's dialogue with this one. Yeah, let's go! I'll stab him for you. Like that. One additional free time point was added for completing all the 4 SPGs. Right then. I guess now it's the sweep time. Yeah, he'd be no help.
Ooh.
Stabbing home out of people? Sounds like a good time. But we did stop him from being a murderer, so I don't think he'd go next level. Anyway, sweep. Hey there, what'll it be today? You know what's weird? Miss Mao and Kaohan like to go off and have some private chats sometimes. I don't know about you, but I'm dying to know what they talk about. I wish they'd let me listen in too. It's no fair. Is it in the walk-in fridge or something? It's probably Hayway stuff, to be fair. I don't mean to bug anyone or anything. I just feel like they're pushing me off to the side. It stinks. Anyway, that was a bad cough. Anyway, I'll take your order here whenever you're ready. Please stay for a while and eat with us. No, you cough on the food.
What'll you have today?
Babaocha tea. We've already drunk that? We own it. Okay.
Thanks for coming. This tastes great.
I caught wind of what happened over in Longport. It seems you all handled the situation quite well. At any rate, what happened in Longport indicates we need to be on our guard here in the capital. If chaos can strike there, it can strike here. Although I do like being able to turn those situations to my advantage. The restaurant business is a natural path to building a foothold into a region. Our family has cemented its position in the capital over generations now, so we have a good grasp of all that goes on behind the scenes. Things have gotten dicey around here in the past couple of weeks. Be careful not to get caught up in any trouble. But my trouble's my middle name. Welcome. I see you don't have your officer's latest hire with you. That's unfortunate. I managed to work out the Crimson Khan's food preferences today on top of my normal duties. I function as our liaison with Longport. Damn, nothing gets past this guy, does it? I've got a feeling he's more than just a go-between guy of Hayway's different branches. At any rate, may I take your order? I would personally recommend the Hot Pot. It's something of a speciality of mine. It's a really embarrassing nickname to have, considering what nicknames mean. Or what nicknames seemingly were supposed to mean when we were doing stuff early on with like Silver Streak, etc. And then literally everyone has a nickname. The kid in the streets of Longport, the Crimson Khan. I heard something interesting while I was biking past the Elsame Embassy in Orba earlier. They say Crown Prince Shalid likes to go out and talk with the general public. That's pretty unusual for someone of his upbringing. Doubt he hangs out much with ordinary people like you or me, though. Of course. I guess he's more interested in people rolling in mirror like him. Ah, what's the matter, Sloth? You look bored. I thought you'd totally be interested to hear something like that. I mean, good for him. He's broadened his horizons. We're still talking about some schmuck. I'm only interested in rumors with some spice to them. Alright, fine. You want to discuss the woman they had at the film festival or something? Not that I've really heard all that much, actually. There's nothing wrong with that, but that's not the only spice I like, you know? Sometimes I enjoy grittier material, too. Like this back alley business. I don't know the details, but if you leave some sort of code on a bulletin board, they clean up your problems. Haha! Sometimes I come across weird rumors or encounter strange things in my life. But Sloth's on a whole other level. That guy thrives on rumors and hearsay. He can have some pretty funky, confusing things to say at times. Oh, he lives on social media, does he? I hear plenty of rumors about people who work underground. Not just Grimcat and that Spriggan. Phantom Thief B was popular for a while. Plus, there are all kinds of urban legends about assassins from Longport's eastern quarter. Compared to people like them, the Spriggan's too grand for my taste. They're not larger than life in a way that makes them fun or nothing. God.
This feels great.
Mean. I wonder what their social media is in their world. And how completely broken it is and rubbish. Welcome to my humble little bar. What can I get you? Hey, Shino, working out here today, looks like. That's right. I can always count on a variety of people stopping by in this district. Many of them like to tell me about their hobbies and interests. What movies and music they enjoy, for instance. I learn a lot from talking to my customers here. Getting in practical experience like that is everything to a bartender. Getting a practical experience with customers is everything as a bartender. Someone I used to work with taught me as much. Thankfully, Tyrell's the perfect place for that. I get all kinds of people coming up here for a drink. It always motivates me to make their visits more comfortable. Keep flitting between Tyrell and Tyrell.
Hello.
You sell something new, do you? She knows yellow to go with the red. Lemon cocktail filled with the bar's distinctive vibe.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you for giving me yet another thing to add to my
How about some popcorn, huh?
growing sugar habit, possibly. It's almost time for the film festival. I was really hoping to go down to Farbad and sell some of my own popcorn there in person. But I guess I decided too late because all the inns that I could afford to stay at are completely booked. What are the odds, right? I just want to at least take in the festivities with other movie lovers. I'm sure it's going to be one to remember for guys like me. Not being able to go to the film festival makes me hate not being an industry insider. I started selling these snacks so that I could at least have a job that had me around movies, but look at what it's gotten me so far. Maybe if I get somebody actually in the film business addicted to popcorn, I can convince them to take me with them. I just might try that. We're going to put on the popcorn.
What'll it see ya?
What are you going to put on the popcorn? I just realized.